make that shit look fly in the motherfucker.
That's why.
I mean, we make a profit. We sell it, but
How often y'all go to Sam's Club?
Woo, often. If you see me in there, just know that I'm going crazy.
You go ahead and just grab the whole box.
That's a fact. I grab multiple boxes. I'm leaving out of there with at least 10. Of the boxes, these boxes come before. We go crazy.
So is this the new Mars Mansion?
This is last season. This is last January's line. Natives is what we called it. It was for the natives. Northside. It was natives. So if we must die, we die protecting our family. It was like a whole Indian type of theme like that. Okay. Came with the 3M strings and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's Black History Month.
There's all types of, there's work behind all the design.
Oh yeah, everything goes
to everything.
That's a fact.
Well, you cleaned up nicely, dog.
Man, thank you. Man. You know that's why I asked you. Is it gonna be on videos? Is it gonna be on audio? Because I would have straight came from the gym. I was coming from the gym. You know what I'm saying? So I got to make sure that I presented myself the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Flim.
Mansion, everything.
Flim.
Yes, sir.
You want kids?
Absolutely. 3.
3?
Easy.
Why ain't you got started yet?
Oh no, I'm young. I'm a young player. I got time to do. And plus, I got to make my girl a wife before I make her a mother.
Okay. So when you gonna do that?
That'll happen. I got mine.
So like the reason why I asked this though is because
hopefully she say yes. That'd be bold. Wouldn't that be L's? Wouldn't that be L's? You think you got one? We've been technically together about 2 years, but that's my first love. That's my high school sweetheart. So we got a long story. So if you want to be technical about how long we've been together, I guess you could say some years, some change. But
was you sneaking them in high school?
Was I sneaking them?
Yeah.
Like what you mean, sneaking them over to the crib?
Like people never knew who Flynn was dating at the time.
Oh no, it wasn't that at all. I only dated her. That's only ever been my only girlfriend. I'm sorry. It's a fact. I mean, of course, in high school you have your running.
So if she say no, are y'all breaking up?
I think that's just what has to happen. You date your girl and she tells you date your girl, you date to marry, right? And you ask your girl you want to get married, she's like, no, like what do you do from there?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Now, but marriage,
But women are gonna tell you they're gonna be like, oh well, we have to work on each other. We have to work some more.
Yeah, but see, like me, and one thing about, I feel if you know your partner, you wouldn't ask if you didn't know your partner. Like you would have all of that worked out.
And see, I say
to know before you ask.
If you just pop the question out the blue, that to me that's kind of weird. Y'all ain't had that conversation.
Yeah,
like it's just a real quick conversation. I feel like all couples should do that at least.
Yeah, for sure. When I feel that we are at a place, and when we both know we're at a place, that's when I feel like we'll take it there, not just me because she gotta say yes.
Well, the reason why I asked that is because in situations like such as Kobe Bryant passing,
right?
And
rest in peace to
when people, have to grieve, in different ways. Sometimes a loss that severe, that serious, can bring different emotions out of people.
Oh yeah.
So people start thinking about time is precious. Thinking about the present,
right,
and then planning for the future. Because the future is never known.
That's fact. I promise.
You're gonna make it or not. So, how did you being a die AI fan? Die AI fan.
Facts.
How did you grieve over the loss of Kobe Bryant?
I grieved over Kobe off of the fact of how much he meant to my cousins and my friends, because he was a factor growing up. He's a staple in that 2000s thing. Mind you, I hated Kobe my whole life. Up until...
Because he's the one reason
he's the one.
He's the one.
Exactly, him and Shaq. But up until 2013, on April 13th, April 13th, 2013, when he played that last game. I know that day because my little brother was born that day, and his middle name is Bean, named after Kobe. My pops is a huge Kobe fan.
Your parents still having kids?
No, my pop, I got him. My pops is separate, so my pops is he does his thing.
Okay.
But but he's named after Kobe. He's a diehard Kobe fan. So my whole life, my dad is a diehard Kobe fan. My stepdad is a diehard Kobe fan, and all my cousins are Kobe fans. So I was the only AI fan growing up, except for like a couple of my cousins. Shout out to Chris Schuyler, because he's one of them too, diehard AI fan. So growing up, I hated Kobe until like 2013 on that Farewell World Tour.
That's when
when I was just like, you gotta respect the game, because I always respect the game.
Definitely.
Because it was all hate.
Yeah,
like it was.
No matter how much anybody hated Kobe Bryant, you respected the man.
Facts. Like it was. I could say that it was a hater. I was a hater. Like
you can say it now.
Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So 2013 is when I really became a fan. It was like, I've been hating him my whole life, but you gotta respect that. He's going crazy. So when he passed, it was not really like, man, that was my idol. what Kobe meant to me, he was like a gap because I didn't necessarily grow up with my dad, but that's one thing that me and him had in common was basketball. Like when Kobe scored that 60 points, he was the first one I called. You know what I'm saying? Like when they played the finals, it's like anything that has to do with Kobe, I'll call him because we'll go back and forth, or my Uncle Raymond or something. So Kobe is like to all of us, he's like a family member.
That bridge.
Yeah, but he's a bridge to me to some of my family more than I appreciated him as a basketball player because he wasn't my favorite at all. But I definitely respected him.
Definitely.
Yeah,
R.I.P. Kobe Bryant.
R.I.P. the Bean. Ain't it crazy though that we like losing people that we grew up on? Like Dr. J still alive.
Yeah.
Jerry West still alive.
Out of all the MVPs in NBA history, only 3 have passed away.
Really?
And that was Wilt Chamberlain, I forgot the other one, and Kobe Bryant.
That's crazy.
That's it.
Because compared to everybody else, he's the baby. He's the high school, he's the kid.
You just got out. So now the OGs is embracing you even more.
You know what I'm saying? And me being a, believer in God, I feel like once you serve your purpose, then, you pass on. So I guess, his work on earth was done. It's just, crazy to
It's dope
like
that
that.
we got to see him on top, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
He won the award for the, the docuseries.
Got an Oscar and all that. But to his family, my heart goes out to Vanessa, his daughters. That's crazy. A daughter and your husband? Crazy.
Very beautiful.
Like we was having discussions. I didn't want to feel like I was wrong, but like I was not happy. But the fact that him and Gigi went out together was kind of like some closure because I know how close they were. It's like neither one of them could live without each other. Like she said.
And that's what she said.
That's what she said. Like, and I was like, that's not really closure because you still have a loss, but there's something right there that's
I
like.
would hate for her to, have to go through that.
Yeah.
And I just feel for the young kids because he has 2 children that are so young, and like they're gonna just hear the history of Kobe. Like they don't have the memories. The other one, saying she's in high school.
Yeah, one's in high school, another one is grown. And,
so that's rough.
Yeah,
that's rough and prayers.
But definitely RP to Bean.
Man, Flem. By now, if y'all don't know, we got Flem Doggy Dog in the house. Flem Doggy Dog. It's about time.
What's the word?
He's finally stopped running. Finally got the link up.
First of all, if you're gonna run the goddamn world. I'm stealing everybody's slogans today. It's Flem Doggy Dog. That's FLEMMDOGY. I'm stealing everybody's shit today. I'm jacking for beats. You feel me? It's Flemism. We got Rell here today.
If I see that on any Morris Mansion merch, I swear before God.
Flemism. I like that. Write that down.
Y'all already got some merch lined up already.
Write that down.
Don't do it.
Write that down.
Well, Flem, how's everything going, bro?
Man, everything is beautiful, man. Everything is lovely right now. Truly blessed. Truly blessed. I can't complain at all.
You just had a successful After Dark.
Yes, we did. We did.
You have a very, very great series going.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We just had number 6.
Yeah.
Today is Tuesday, just this past Sunday.
So how's it feel? Like how after everything's done?
It honestly, you mean just like how does it feel to do 6?
When the party's over, when you done paid the band.
Oh, it feels
over and done with.
It feels it's exhausting. Like a lot of people don't know things that go into planning a party. But overall, it feels beautiful. I'm on a high when I'm done. Like my feet are tired or things like that. I'm dead tired, but I'm just on a high because I know that we created something that the city appreciates and people really love and can go to. And then, like my favorite part is, of course, performing it. But when we get to post those pictures and those videos and people from everywhere just get to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Like right now,
you're viral.
Yeah, for real. Like right now, the Back That Ass Up video, which is crazy, and the Dipset video are going nuts right now.
He's in like 6,000 views.
Yeah, and people are asking like, where is this at? Or where in New York is this in LA? And it just feels good to be like, nah.
We in Wichita.
That's in the middle of the map right there. Like somewhere you'd never, never think.
So you did something for the culture of Wichita.
That's a fact.
So you have many hats in what you do.
Right.
Like you're not just a one direction, one job man.
No,
you have multiple.
What they call it, a jack of all trades. Yeah, that.
Jack of all trades. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, for sure.
So my question for you is, what do you feel like you've done for the culture so far?
I don't want to say me. It's always a we because everything that I'm a part of, that I've done, it wouldn't be nothing without the team. So if you want to start with what we've done with Mars Mansion, that's myself, Lex Garcia, and Will Polite. I feel like we was a part of like the new streetwear wave around 2009, and we kind of brought that streetwear culture to Wichita. There was already a few like people here shining a light on it.
Yeah.
It was like 2 streetwear stores in 2009 when we started, but we were like one of the first brands to pop up and actually take it to different cities. We were the first ones to do like a pop-up shop here to kind of introduce the release party and things like that. Us and Not Human. You know, it was a lot of, you know, we kind of started it, you know, to kind of start bringing that culture here, to put eyes on it.
Right.
You know, there's with that, and then of course with After Dark, you know, the team of Aaron and Fluid and the big homies, it's just everybody's like-minded to.
Great team.
Yeah, you know, like I've lived in Kansas City, I've lived in Dallas, and I've been to parties everywhere, and I kind of took bits and pieces of what I liked from this party and mixed it with what I like to do, found like-minded people, and now we're introducing just that. It's a vibe, you know, it's a feel. Everybody. You know, you could people have parties like it's gonna be a vibe or it's gonna be a movie, but when it just really doesn't in that word of mouth.
It's different.
It's different. Time. You know, it's different every time. It's the energy that we've created. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily, this is After Dark. It's not necessarily Heroes or Old Town. You know, we get busy there too. Yeah. And it's not the Legion. So I feel like there was something, you know what I mean?
Not the Legion.
You know, but in Wichita,
ain't nothing wrong with the Legion.
It ain't, bro. But you know, Wichita is really like, them is the two extremes. Yeah. You know what I mean? No disrespect to either one. It's just like, I wanted to create something right in the middle for us that's 25 to like 40 that's not really ready. We still get fly. We still want to.
25 is like your starting
age? Yeah, I mean 21 of course, but I'm 28. So 25 is really like when a lot of us started to be like, you know, we don't really want to go there and we don't really want to go there.
I see why you say that though, because like the selection of music that you have going, like you have to really be into music if you're going to come to this situation.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna get all different types of music.
That's a fact. We get in that bag. We play album cuts. We play what you know, what you need to know, what you forgot about, and all of that. Put you up on something.
That's the one thing I compliment you is because my wife said this too. She was like, you don't hear the radio hits. Right. It's more than just the radio songs that's getting played. You can tell that they took their time in this catalog.
Yeah. What was crazy? Cut you off. But what was crazy is Royce, when After Dark kind of the first one last July, and he was like, it was the R&B party. He was like, no, this is how we do it, and no returning to Mac. And I was like, yeah, no, we're not playing none of that. Like, if we're gonna do a 90s or something like that, we're gonna get into it. Like, we're gonna do some real R&B, not just what you think you gonna hear. So then was the 2 songs that we was like, this is how we do it.
No returning to Mac.
And no returning to Mac, and no, this is how we do it. Like for After Dark.
And no Headsprung.
Never, ever will we ever play Big Ellie in After Dark or anything. Wow. That is ass. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
That is ass. That and Switch. That's trash, bro. Big Ellie?
Yes.
They call me
Big Ellie.
That's garbage. I saw a tweet and it said, what's the biggest lie told in hip hop? And somebody put underneath it, when LL Cool J said they call me Big Ellie. No one's ever called him that.
They called him Big Ellie.
Name 3 people.
I don't know. Somebody on the block called him.
RELL, you, and RELL-ism are the only people who call him.
If I ran into LL, I'd definitely be like Big Ellie.
Yo, that's disrespectful.
I would definitely.
That and Switch by Will Smith. Switch, I don't know, sometimes you.
No, don't do it. No.
I do that over Hairspring.
And then you hit this. What dance comes with Hairsprung though?
Wasn't it this or some shit like that? Wasn't that it? Some shit
you
like
do the
that?
hula hoop shit?
Am I here or am I here? I don't know. But it was some bullshit like that.
Nah, bro.
I don't know.
The disrespect that you give Hairsprung.
Bro, love LL.
Produced by Timbo.
Love LL. Mm-hmm. He got hits. That's not one of them.
That's one of them you might mention.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one of them you might mention.
No.
That's like
stop.
That's the B side.
Yeah, that's the C side. Doesn't need to ever get played.
Okay, so I asked you that question, and now I'm going to follow up with, what do you feel like you can offer the culture
as a whole, or are we talking about
as
locally?
A whole? What? Because you're not just with the niggas. Like,
no,
Flem got the white side on with him.
A couple. What I can offer to the culture is, I'm a fan first. Like, I am a legitimate fan of the culture. And that's why I feel like things that I do come from, like they work because it comes from a heartfelt place. Everything I do is genuine. You know, I grew up on, 106 or the Diddy's or when stuff was really about marketing and things. I'm a fan of all of that.
Music videos.
Yeah, actual music videos and creating a feeling, not just when people would say something was hot, not just, yo, this is gonna be hot. You don't have to tell it. It just happens. So what I offer, I feel like, is just a it's heavy in nostalgia. It's just like an old feeling of genuine love for the culture, and you want it to succeed. And I feel like you can feel that in everything that I do and everything that we do as a team. It's just you feel like, okay, it was thought behind that. Like we pay attention, little details. That's the kind of stuff that's important to me. And I feel like we make people, like I don't want to like sound arrogant, like we, you know, you got to get on your shit to compete or something like that. No, it's just like it doesn't happen overnight.
There's a bit of that too.
What, some arrogance?
Because if somebody wants to start, you know what I'm saying, a show right now, like it can't help but get compared to After Dark sometimes.
That's fine, but that's cool because Powerball got compared to 10 Friends. After Dark gets compared to other parties that have happened. We not the first ones to
mention them other parties. I ain't mad at you. I said you didn't mention those other parties. I ain't mad at you.
Oh, there's other parties too. No, but because I've had a hand. And another thing about me being a fan, but I'm not only just a fan. I'm a student of the culture. So we talking.
I see that.
Yeah, a fact.
I
so
see that.
I'm definitely a student of the culture, and like I said, I've lived in other places to bring it back home. Even if we just keeping it local, if you look at the heavy hitters. Who's throwing parties, look at Get Fresh crew. That's Shane, Sean, and Will. Well, you know, Will is my man, 50 grand. He makes the flyers for After Dark. So there's the connection there. You look at Josh.
I just learned who does the flyers for After Dark.
Real? So there's Josh Manning, who has the black and white and Memorial Day and Millennium Party, things like that. I've hosted for some of his parties. So these are like the heavy hitters who laid the foundation, Powerball. Like these have laid the foundation, and I've had a chance to work with all of them to like take from them, learn, and now turn it into this. So After Dark is really just the love child of 10 Friends, Black and White, Powerball, Jay's vs. Stilettos. You might be too young for Jay's vs. Stilettos. I don't know if you remember Jay's vs. Stilettos.
Tell me about it.
Jay's vs. Stilettos. Shout out to Get Fresh crew, Shane Mitchell, Sean Mitchell.
I might be too young.
You might be too young.
We're the same age.
You still might be too young because even I was too young to be in there. But I don't know if you was outside. Was you outside in 2007, 2008?
No.
Okay, so yeah. No. I wasn't supposed to be outside, but I was outside. But there used to be a place called Wichita Ballroom on right off West Street, and they used to throw parties there. And the biggest one was called Jay's vs. Stilettos, and it was just crazy. Like it was a whole bunch of people in there. I was like 17. I wasn't supposed to be in there.
Had no business being
in there. I was probably 16 because it was the summer. No business being in there. But that was a monumental like party or moment.
And did it spark something there?
Back then, that's when I had just met Will and I was making my own clothes. So back then I was all about clothes and shoes. I didn't have any
You just
desire.
make your own clothes?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Well, I mean, you know we do Mars Mansion, but before anything, I wanted to do clothes. So I had my own clothing line in high school.
You were sewing shit up and then
No, I wasn't that far. I was printing some shit up though.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Nigga, you been making money.
I don't know about that. I've been hustling though. Like to the people who know me for real, they know me as the nigga in 8th grade who used to sell jerseys and wristbands out his locker and fitted hats.
You get money.
I'm blessed.
I done sat here and calculated a couple times this After Dark. I'm like,
I don't know. I don't want to. It ain't about that though.
Doing all right.
It ain't about that.
But you doing good.
It ain't about that. We blessed.
Very blessed.
But it ain't about that at all. It's about the experience. That's what we do over everything. It's
you
about
pray
the
over the bag when you get it?
I pray over the event.
Okay.
Material things that come and go.
Definitely.
That feeling that we create in there though, that's priceless. That's something that you can't buy. That's something that, you know, like I said, money will come and go. You can go do a million hustles. I pray over that everybody comes safe and we turn up like we know how to turn up. Yeah, that's what I pray over. And that we can continue to keep doing it.
That's love.
That's a fact.
That's real dope.
Yeah.
So how long have you been hosting?
What's funny is, I'm gonna tell you the story about how I even started hosting.
Let's hear it.
So 2000, I wanna say 16, I could be lying though. So I had just moved back from Dallas because I got sick. I just came back from Dallas and I went to the club and Fluid was DJing at Bounce. And it was cool, it was turned, but it was just music. And you know, I was just coming from Dallas, so I wanted to learn how to DJ. So I went up to Fluid and me and Chris I know Chris from high school. So me and Chris being cool, but we wasn't who we are now. And I was just like, bro, you gotta, just around Christmas, matter of fact. And I'm like, yo, you got a host? Like, do y'all have a host or something? He was like, no, like, what's that? You know, so what do you mean? I'm like, you know, just somebody to hype the crowd up, say go to the bar, you know, if somebody, the red car outside, you like the zone, shit like that, you know, little shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah. So New Year's was the next week. And I was like, well, bet I'll just try it. I'll do it for free. I'll just try it. Mind you, never hosted anything in my life. I just kind of know how it's supposed to go. Did it New Year's, we turned it up, and then Bounce, who was the owner of Bounce, he was like, yo, that was dope, that was crazy, you did woo, woo, woo. Somebody else knew who I was, not from hosting, they just knew who I was. And they was like, yeah, that's Flim, he been out in Dallas hosting everything, he go crazy. Mind you, no, I haven't. But I was like, shit, yep. That's me. And then he signed me on to do every week. So that's how me and Fluid got started and how I even started hosting. I just wanted to shadow him and learn how to DJ. And then over time, I just kind of got good at it. Yeah, because I've been performing since, like since I was 4.
Never been scared of the crowd?
No, not really, no.
Do you remember like what your first gig was as far as like being in front of a crowd?
I actually do, and that's what, like when I got the bud that I wanted to be in front of people. That's crazy, I actually do. It was 2nd grade. I'm not lying, it was 2nd grade, and it was shout out to Deontay Hayden and Jordan Ponder because they was up there with me. It was 2nd grade, and it was this dance called the Penguin Polka.
Penguin Polka.
Yeah, it was the thing called Honors Dance, and they picked 3 people to be in the front, like to wear the penguin suits and be in the front, and I got picked. And I like showed my ass. Like I was like, I like this.
Flim's first gig was the P1 Polka for all y'all.
That was 2nd grade, but I've been in Botillion since I was 5. So I've been performing since I was 5. But Penguin Polka 2nd grade is when I was like, I like being on stage. Like you 5, everybody likes attention when you're 5. Yeah, you know. But when I was on that Penguin Polka, and then the next choir concert, I got the solo. And I was on, I didn't sing or nothing. But I had to play this character, and I was the only one playing the character. And since then, I was like,
can you sing?
I can hold a note.
I was gonna say, nigga, if you can sing, like I'm done with you.
I can hold a note. I say that I cannot sing because there are people who can sing, and I don't want to be compared to those people. Nah. But I can hold a note. I can tell you like, go here or something like that, you know? Hold a note enough.
I feel you.
And keep a rhythm.
Well, yo, we've had this conversation before, and I almost got you riled up before in this conversation.
What's up?
So, do you feel like you're the best host in the Midwest?
In the Midwest, I don't know my competition, but I definitely feel like I feel like I'm the best host in the Midwest, but I can't compare myself to nobody because I don't know nobody like
Why
that.
do you feel like that you are the best host?
I feel like the same thing that I said about paying attention and the culture and being a fan of it is, I don't want to say I'm the best because like I said, I don't know everybody who does it, but I will say that I put the work in to try to be the best. Like
I mean, you on every show?
Yeah, but I study the game. I take bits and pieces of what I like. I learned because, like I said, what I do now. It took time to get here. Mind you, 2016, I just did what I thought a host was supposed to do.
Okay.
Now I can catch a rhythm. I can facilitate. I can do a wedding. I can do a bar mitzvah.
You in.
Yeah, like I've done a Nigerian. Me and Chris have done Nigerian weddings. We've done. Hit the stop button. There's a stop button on it. You see it? All right. So we've done like weddings, bar mitzvahs. I've done galas for people. I've been, out of town and stuff like that. So I don't want to say I'm the best.
I can never say that word.
What, gala?
Gala or gala?
Gala. One or the other. It's the same. Met Gala. Same thing. But no, I don't want to take the best.
You don't want to technically.
But I will say though that there's a couple of clubs down here who done stole the format. We introduced that whole shit down here though. I will say that. That wasn't really a thing. Like in the club, like it was mandatory to have a host. And I do feel like that's one thing I take pride in. Yeah, I feel like I take pride in that. And I don't know arrogant shit. It's a prideful thing. Like, I think I changed some shit around here.
So I feel like right now the captions is gonna be like, "You damn right, Flim. Yeah, Flim was the first nigga I know hosting some shit."
That's love if they did that. But yeah, so as far as, and I learned, like I said, I lived in Dallas for a while, and that's the first time I saw people on the mic in the club. It was this one dude, don't know his name. All I know is he was the mouth of the South, and I thought that was so fire. I thought that it wasn't a strip club, it was in Dallas, and he was like, "You already know who it is, it's the mouth of the South." I was like, that's hard.
Yeah, Flim wasn't in the strip clubs in Dallas.
I was.
No, you wasn't.
Oh, absolutely was. I was in strip clubs here. Oh, what you mean? I was the host of Vixens. You better ask.
Excuse me.
We ain't watching ass, we throwing cash. I had lines.
Going.
What you mean?
I don't know.
We ain't watching ass, we dropping cash.
All right, so give me the history.
I've hosted everywhere.
Shit you done hosted.
You got Bounce, you got Heroes. I've done Rock Island. I've done Vixens here. I've done weddings. Shoot, what else?
Any major event you've at least been a part
I've tried. I want to do Riverfest. I haven't done that yet. I haven't touched that stage.
I don't know why the city of Wichita hasn't contacted you yet.
They don't. They just don't know. That's
that
fine.
And just let you get a tent.
They just don't know. I want to put this into existence. I really want us as After Dark to get to perform at Riverfest. I think that'd be fire. Well, whoever's coming, if we could like open up for them, putting that into the world, I think that would be dope.
That would be really
I think that'd be
dope.
really fire. I think that would be.
There's some things that's going on in the Riverfest that I might talk to you about.
For real?
Yeah.
That'd be fire.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, but no, it's I've done a lot of things, you know, just as far as the hosting thing. It's, you know, it's really dope. I've ruffled feathers. I've had my feathers ruffled. I've bickered with some DJs. I've bickered with some venues. But that was just me coming into the game not knowing. You know, not knowing. Like, I'm a very humble dude, very respectful. But if I feel like you trying to stun on me or you gonna disrespectful, like, I'm gonna be like, whoa. Even if I'm nobody, I'm gonna be like, whoa, treat me, you know, you gotta respect me first.
Not scared to speak up.
I'm never.
Speak your mind.
Absolutely. You know, so shout out to those DJs. One DJ in particular, I remember the first DJ I bickered with, and I got a lot of respect for him though. It's DJ Cadence. And now I got respect for him when I didn't know him. So when I first met him, he didn't know that I got hired to be a host and he just got hired to be a DJ. Well, you know, Cadence likes to be his own host, you know? And I didn't know that.
He's
so,
like, who the fuck is this nigga?
You know what I mean? So at first I was just like, yo, he's stepping on my toes every time I try to talk. So, you know, I was like, you know, hot. But then I just, you know, we worked together again and I just realized he likes to do his own thing. And I was like, I respect that because just like I like to do my own thing, he likes to do his own thing and he's good at it. You know what I'm saying? He got the concert mic and he go crazy.
Now y'all know how to kind of.
So even if we was to work together, we know how to balance out because so it's a lot of, you know, it's even respect, you know, for Cadence. He cool. Some DJs I won't mention because they don't need that light, but Cadence is cool. It started, like I said, it started different, but now we got it's love straight up.
No.
And he just did his masquerade ball on Saturday, and that was fire too. So it was a really a dope weekend for the city. So if you didn't get out this past weekend,
it's been live. I've had a sick daughter, so don't judge me for it.
I'm not judging you at all. Kids first.
Yeah,
family
you judge
first.
a little bit. It's
Never. Nope. Family first. Now I'm going to the babies.
So who are some of your influences?
Just who?
Because you have a lot. I mean, you're a host. You're a chef.
Yep.
Like, who are some of your influences? Like, who is on Flem's like Mount Rushmore? And it doesn't matter if it's music or anything like that.
My first influence is definitely my mother. That's my number one influence. She raised me. She taught me to speak up. She encouraged me to do any and everything. Like when I went to college and I said I want to do fashion, she was like, boom, you got it. Anything I've ever wanted to do or support-wise that was stupid, maybe sound stupid, she did it. Like she let me cook out of her house the first time I ever did wings. You know what I mean? Like little stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like that's my mama's house. So even as a kid, so she was a single mom for a while, so I've watched her work jobs and finish school and get a house and be the provider. I watched her be considered the bougie one in the family because she's doing the most, but she's the one who loves family and she's me. You know what I'm saying? Like we got that same, she's a Virgo, so she's real caring. She has that,
a lot of Virgos.
She has that real nurturing spirit. But my mom, Kanye West, is a super, and his is the same way, it's his passion. He's real passionate about what he does. Whether you agree with him or not, he gonna speak his mind. Cause nigga like me, I'll argue, you know.
Yeah, I know you do.
I'll argue. But it's him because I feel like Kanye West is one of the most influential rappers, people, period, because he opened a lot of people's eyes to like, you could be a black dude in fashion or something like that. Like me and Lex, we went to school in 2009 and it was just a bunch of, it wasn't no black dudes, you know what I'm saying? Nobody like looked like us. Nobody looked like hip hop heads or nothing like that. You know, it was just a bunch of, some was feminine. They was all cool, but it was, it was just like, But he opened the door for that, speak your mind and, the way people dress. He's the one who showed me you can wear many hats. He's a rapper, he's a producer, he makes shoes, he does all of that. So I'm like, if he can do it and reinvent himself, I could do that.
And at that time when Kanye came out, like that age for you, it was like.
I was like, he spoke, because like I said, he said he did normal shit. There's 3 people though, and the third one is Allen Iverson. And that's just because of him being himself, unapologetic, going up against all odds, little man complex, like I got this.
How did I know who was gonna be on your Mount Rushmore?
Because I boost them. Them is my goats. And you shout out Diddy too on the marketing.
When you hit him with the all falls down and you touch the sky, and I seen that video, like 4 times said it himself. He was like, God was in that room.
I was, okay? You couldn't tell me I was.
What they call you, Flem Diddy?
Flem Diddy.
Flim Diddy.
Yeah, that's
how you feel when people call you that?
I like that. I respect it because I know where it comes from. It comes from Diddy's ability to market stuff and just be vocal and get it out there and show you stuff. So I appreciate it. At first I was like, it's a little much. Like Diddy is
expectations.
Expectations is crazy.
How do you feel about those expectations?
I don't like put other people's expectations. I just want to. I know what I'm good at. You know what I'm saying? So I keep my
There's
own.
high expectations.
But my expectations for myself are high.
Yeah.
So I am who I want to impress, of course, everybody, but I got to feel good about it. Because it's some things that people might think I've done, and I'm like, that was trash. They're like, that was crazy, and I'm like,
tell me about it.
That was trash.
We see you get a lot of dubs. We see you win a lot.
Right.
So
and it hasn't always been like that.
When was there a time? It could be recent. It could be the past. It could be big or small. When was there a time that you feel comfortable sharing where Flim took a L in a situation?
I wasn't. So this is, and I'm glad you asked too. And Troy is my witness. I've been doing this for a minute. After Dark wasn't no overnight thing. All this success is God's work, and I've been hustling for it. I used to throw parties, and I came up with this thing called the Versus series, right? It was the first party I ever threw, and I put myself on the line. It was like, I'm gonna try to throw a party. It was me, Chris, and Damo was Gucci. It was
Damo, I miss you so much.
Forgive me. I know her. It was Kayla Scouse. Miss Lil Bit was her Instagram name. But I had an idea to throw a party called Future vs. Migos. Right? I wanted to, and I called it Cinco de Migos because it was on May 5th. That was my first time, me putting my ideas on the line.
I love it.
And I was because it was this is I get to be creative and I get to do shit that I want to do. It's my first time. And it was called Future vs. Migos, and I printed out flyers. I put up to Troy's house, and I was on his live just holding up flyers, it's going yo, next week, whoop-de-whoop-whoop. It was Cinco de Mayo, so I got lucky, and it was crazy. It was packed. I was like, dang.
And it was all Future and Migos music.
It was all Future and Migos music. And I was like, this is dope. We did it. I tried to do it again. And it was Gucci versus Jeezy. Same thing. Print out the flyers. Hired, let me get that, because that's going to keep going off. But, I tried the same thing. It was Gucci versus Jeezy. Hired 2 DJs. Got bounced, same flyer, same concept, went to Troy's house, dead. Nothing. Tumbleweed. You know what I mean? To the point we was outside yo, we out here. And because people was just walking by me going to Rock Island. And Rock Island was right there next to Bounce.
It was at Heroes or Bounce?
It was at Bounce.
Bounce, okay.
And all I was just like, we ain't got it yet. That's all I kept thinking was, we ain't got it, but I want that crowd. I'm real competitive.
I see it.
So when they was walking past and just looking at Bounce, well, nobody's in there, and just going right next door, I was just
dead.
But I was like, that's cool.
What year was this?
2000, I got my kid in 17. This is probably 16, 17, 16, 17. Yep. But I've taken L's. Absolutely.
That's not a bad L.
That's an L. Because
you had a win right before.
That's true.
So it's like you were going with the same formula.
It's like this. I know I was banking on Cinco de Mayo to kind of boost that,
And it worked.
And it worked.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got a little momentum. Maybe I could, try it again. This is a new concept that I came up with. The Versus series. Mind you, I had a whole list. I was like, I'm going to do Jay-Z versus Kanye. I'm going to do Bad Boy versus Death Row. I'm going to do woo. And then I was like, what do the homies like? Gucci versus Jeezy. And did it. It didn't work.
The homies didn't even show up.
They didn't. And I think I know why it didn't work, honestly. I remember I told you before, I do things out of genuineness. And I think that Gucci versus Jeezy was me trying to please the city. I'm not the biggest Gucci fan or the biggest Jeezy fan. You know me as I'm Flim. I do nostalgic shit. I do, fly old shit. I'm an old nigga. So,
you old,
my spirit is in After Dark. My creative side was in Gucci versus Jeezy, but my heart wasn't in that.
No.
And I think that's why it wasn't my time.
If you could go back and redo it, who would you have?
What? I would have came out the gate with Bad Boy versus Death Row.
That would have did it.
I would have came out the gate with that.
That would have did it. It would have had to been the right time.
Yeah.
Would have been the right time.
Yeah.
So you lived.
Because people don't know that After Dark it's been an idea for.
You told me about what, 5-6 years?
Yeah, back then when I was trying to do Gucci versus, it just wasn't called After Dark yet. It wasn't none of that. It was just I want to throw an R&B party. That's it. Oh yeah, we done took some L's, Rello. Now it ain't all W's.
We just don't see them.
I ain't got no problem telling them at all.
No. So you lived in Dallas.
Yes.
You lived in Kansas City.
Yes.
What's keeping you in Wichita?
I mean, this is home. One, what brought me back was being sick, but what keeps me here is just like I noticed that it's an open field. There's literally room. Like Wichita is a really good testing ground. If you notice, a lot of restaurants test here.
Definitely.
Because it's a mixed crowd and things like that. And I'm just like, I'm from here. I know the most people here. I got the most connections here. If I can't turn up at home, I can't turn up nowhere else, you know, because don't nobody know me back there.
I'm glad that you say that.
Yeah, because people think moving gonna solve your problems.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, moving don't do shit but add competition.
If you can't create something here, what makes you think you're gonna create something with a couple 100,000 more people?
It ain't, because it's more competition. It's saturated. You're gonna fall into a line. All right, excuse me. Thankful that I got to connect with some of the movers and shakers in Dallas around that time that I could learn from. But yeah, what's keeping me here is it's just building a foundation here.
That's it.
Yeah, bringing something new to the city, some shit that I want to see and wanted to see growing up. You know,
I feel like it's one phone call and Flem is out.
Yeah, like all of us, I feel like me and people my age, this age group, we are becoming the people that we wanted to see growing up.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've spoke to kids and I've done like entrepreneur panels and things like that, and I always make it a point to dress like me or be me, because you hired me, you're gonna get me, because I'm who I wanted to see growing up. I would have influenced the shit out of me growing up. You know what I mean? Like if I was a little kid and I saw somebody here doing that, I would have been like, that nigga's fly. Yeah. He sells chicken and it looks good and he makes it look good and his girl next to him, like, what?
That's the one thing too, is that lately we've been seeing Flem and his queen.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all done took a couple trips.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
she is, I told you before that was my first love, but what she is, she put the battery in my back. Like she don't know it. Like she really, when we reconnected, it was just like a spark was like, okay, I got to catch up to her level. Like I want to be what she deserves.
Was that during or after you being sick?
Right after. I was coming out of the darkest time of my life. Believe it or not, when I was sick wasn't the darkest time of my life. It was right when I got my kidney, and that, what am I about to do now?
Don't talk too much. We're going to talk about that.
But it was that, what am I going to do now part. Yeah. And she came right at that first year. It was my first year back. I get better, I guess, for lack of a better word. And it was just like, okay, like God brought her back for a reason. Now I need to boost myself up to be what she deserves. You know what I'm saying? I got to like catch up to her level in a sense. She put that battery in my back to go, because I was like, I want to, because a lot of times when we do stuff, we don't do it for ourselves, because we'll tell ourselves to quit in a minute. If you go to the gym, you be like, psh, you just depending on me to go? Oh, lay down so fast.
How many times have you thought about quitting hosting?
Oh, never.
Never?
No, I like it.
It ain't ever just crossed your mind?
No.
I don't believe you. And I feel like at some point there is some times where somebody like you like just go through a drought at some point.
I like it. I like talking. I like, I like to make events fire. So it's not that
Then one of those fields that you're doing, you've thought about quitting.
Huh?
You stopped doing the wings for a little bit.
That's because I was in school. It wasn't that I didn't feel like doing it. It's because, like you said, I do many things. I didn't have time. Like right now, I don't do the wings as consistent, because it's a time thing. I'm in school.
What you going to school for?
Business. Well, liberal arts now. It's liberal arts now because I want to be done. But marketing and communications is, if I continue to go, it'll be that, because that's what I do. But
that Flem graduation party gonna be lit.
Nah, we ain't doing none of that, man. We keep that low. We keep that light. We keep that light.
You and your lady going on vacation.
Oh no, we might. We'll toast, because like again, wouldn't be graduating if it wasn't for that one. Trust and believe, because your boy, I don't do school. I don't do school at all, bro.
That's why I haven't done that out. I plan on going back, but I was never the school guy. Like going to school, like I told my wife before, I was like, I can't even like count on one hand how many times I studied in high school.
I didn't like it. Like I went to Johnson County, I got good grades in all my fashion classes, but like the core classes, I didn't even touch them.
Damn.
Gross. Math. Sick.
You're in a great position right now.
Thank you.
You're in a great position, and I gotta give you your flowers, because you're doing amazing work here in the city.
Thank you. I feel like I'm blessed though, above all, because like I said, it wasn't always this, and I'm one of the people that believe like you got to go through a storm to. I get it now. You got to like go through it, because I wanted who I am or what people think I am, and what I'm doing now is what I wanted to do a couple years ago. And now is when I realized I wasn't ready. It wasn't.
Who do you think that people think you are?
No, I mean like not that people think I am.
No, because people have a
idea of who
Flemmy is.
I mean, I am who I am. Like don't get it twisted. I am the outgoing, outspoken me or something like that. But I mean, I'm not no different than nobody else. I'm just not scary.
But do they want the host Flem when they see you?
No.
Like do people want that energy?
You're gonna get it regardless. There's no off switch with me. Even like now, look how we just talking, and this ain't no. I just walked in here. We just been continually talking.
I'm thinking like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You got your queen.
Yeah.
And like when y'all go out or something like that, y'all might be trying to just have like,
Oh no, it's no.
time.
That's what I mean. Like I'm not. Nobody runs up. I'm not a famous person.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, don't do that.
I feel like when you
it's not that serious.
If you go to the chatters and you sit down, you gonna hear.
No one's gonna go. There's
Flemmy.
No. Oh, now that for people I actually know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You made it seem like I got fans out here or something like.
You do.
Relax. This is Wichita, and I'm just a nigga who went to Northeast. Just the homie who got some homies behind him to do some shit.
Flem, hold on.
What's up? He made it seem like I was popping. Like,
listen,
you be out with your lady. Can I get a picture real quick? Hell no.
It ain't to that degree.
Hell no.
It ain't to that degree. Nah, you ain't.
This ain't shit but a party.
You ain't doing that yet.
I cook wings.
But you doing the after dark.
Yeah.
You got the wings going, and it's not just black people buying your shit.
Yeah, facts.
You got all different types of people fucking with you.
Love.
You're the reason why people go to certain events.
That's love.
Whether because not everybody knows Fluid. Whether like
Oh no, they definitely do though.
A ton of people know Fluid, but you both bring your own crowd.
That's a fact.
And then you guys have a crowd together.
Yeah. Like I said, again,
you got fans out here.
I mean, no, I don't want to say fans. I definitely say supporters though. Like people support and understand what I do and can feel that genuineness.
Shout out to all the Flim Doggy Dogs fans.
Nope,
man.
we ain't doing that shit at all.
Hey, I'm pretty sure him and the lady that working on putting a note down for the house or some shit. Because I know they making some
people
good
support.
money.
People support what we got going on, and like I said, it's a beautiful, beautiful team that I'm a part of that makes this shit happen.
Why do you feel like you're in the position that you're in? Why do you feel like you're here?
Patience, prayer, consistency, and teamwork is the only reason that I'm here. But to be Flim Dog or something like think about it, there's no me without Fluid. Fluid gave me that shot to be a host. Fluid allowed me to get my voice out there. You know what I'm saying? Like Fluid, the same. Like there's a Fluid window and there's like a Flim Dog window, but it's like Fluid and there's like Flim Dog. He put Damo on. It's like so. I just took my opportunity and just kind of ran with it. Because you got to think about it.
When you ran with that situation, you created your own buzz.
Because like I said, me and Fluid, as far as the duo goes, we going crazy because you said Fluid got College Fest, you got College Fest and After Dark. We got two sides of the spectrum that's really going nuts. And me and Aaron with After Dark, that's crazy too.
That's dope.
He said,
how did that relationship begin? With Fluid? How did all this
I told you, like I said,
it started with that. So
that literal me walking up to him was like, do you have a host? And then we got he put me on for every week. So now I see Fluid every week. So now it's like I'm learning how to, because I wanted to learn how to DJ. And so I'm like,
still?
Yeah, I still want to learn how to DJ. I just started hosting so much. But we got to going back and forth with each other and we got to working our routines. And I was like, let's try this song in the club and see how it goes. And he's like, man, I always wanted to play something like this. And I'm like, well, fuck it. You got me to hype it up now. And so yeah, me and Fluid is bomb. Fluid is a Cancer and I'm a Cancer. He's July 20th. I'm July 17th.
Fluid's a Cancer?
Facts.
And you're a Cancer?
Yeah, 3 days apart. Low key, what's crazy about me and Fluid, so I'm talking hella
that make all the sense in the world.
Yeah, we them niggas. Like Fluid is close with his moms, close with my moms. They out him and his mom. My mom and his mom almost even kind of look alike. But we like-minded. Like it's a Cancer thing. Like you think of Aaron, me, Fluid, Nook, them is all Cancers right there. And you can see like we go get it. We'll go, we some genuine motherfuckers that'll go get it.
So when you tell somebody that you're a Cancer, do you feel like
people think we sensitive and shit like that.
Y'all are.
I mean, it's fine. They think we like crybaby sensitive.
I'm a Gemini. Do I seem like a Gemini?
You be double sides of the spectrum. You be, it's RELL, it's RELL-ism, and then it's, what's up? That's cool.
It be laid back chill.
Laid back RELL, yeah.
Okay.
It might be RELL-ism and point proven RELL. It might be.
Well, because, you know, this sit down or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to give all that extra energy. You know what I'm saying? The podcast, you know, I have to
got
do
you,
that.
yeah.
But then for this, it's
You
like, you
wouldn't.
know, it's a
You're shining the
one-on-one.
light on who you.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta make sure people know who you are.
I appreciate that.
No problem. This has been long overdue.
Hey, I'm
It's
here.
been long overdue.
Yeah.
So we were both invited to the round table.
Yeah. Ain't we? What are we? Ain't we nerd? What are we? Nerds? Geeks?
Yeah, geeks.
Geeks?
Podcast
geeks.
whatever.
I ain't getting that. Well, I ain't tripping. But
That was a little bit more towards me.
Oh, it's cool because I ain't got no podcast. Shout out to the podcast out here though. Shout out to
You
my
definitely
niggas.
shouted us out.
Yeah. Shout out to my niggas. Point proven. What you talking about? My niggas.
So, do you look at yourself as a gatekeeper?
A gatekeeper?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. I mean, people say that, but no, because I honestly just feel like I'm a nigga who ain't.
Remember that gatekeeper conversation?
Yeah, I know. I just feel like I'm somebody. No, but honestly, because it's not no. Like if anybody,
I'm not saying that I've accused you of being a gatekeeper.
No, that's fine.
I'm saying that I've been accused of being a gatekeeper. I'm sure you heard.
My
that
thing
before.
is, when it comes to that gatekeeper shit, like I'm just a nigga who, you know, kind of made some shit crack, and you can do the same thing. That's my whole thing about don't rely on me. Like people don't wait for me to create your shit.
3 years ago, y'all didn't even know who I was.
Me. I mean, no, I ain't never been no like loser or nothing like that.
No, I've been cool with people. Like that's like the relationships that I've built. Like, you know what I'm saying? For instance, like a Heavy or like a Jordan Lattimore. Like I knew them. I knew Jordan in high school. I knew Heavy from NYSP during the summer at WSU.
Shout out to Jordan. I'm about to go hook up with him after this.
That's
some
real dope.
shit cooking.
Oh yeah.
Different.
Different?
Different.
All right, so I got a list of people that I want to ask you about, and I want you to explain your relationship with these individuals.
Okay.
So the first one I have is Troy Andrews.
My man, my mellow. Troy we got close because Troy is another like-minded person who came from a bigger city who wanted to just create something at home. Like I said, I'm forever grateful to Troy because he gave me an outlet to boost my voice when I first trying to, you know, start throwing parties, and I go print up something at Kinko's and come right to his house and hold them shits up on live. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Troy is.
We gotta send a special shout out to Troy's wife.
Hell yeah.
Because
shout out to Pinky.
man,
Hell
it's been a busy what,
Hell
4 or
yeah.
5 years. It's been nonstop work.
Yeah. So shout out to Troy. Troy a real gatekeeper. I'm playing. Woo! I'm playing. Woo! And another thing, like that gatekeeper thing, because I'm not hard to reach. Inbox me, call me, see me in the
You're
street.
hard to reach.
I'm really not.
A little
I just I'm hard to. If you want to schedule something, I might be busy. But when you text me, that ain't hard. I got a regular number. I do things. It's not. I want to be reached. Let's work. Don't you hate when niggas say that? Let's work. I'm down to work though.
I've heard that about 3 times this week already.
No, I'm playing.
And
Anyway, use that.
It's only Tuesday.
I got you. You got a list.
Jordan Lattimore.
Jordan is my nigga, man. I love that nigga Jordan because he's so hard on himself, and I'm glad that I'm around him to tell him like, that's good. It's good enough. Let's go.
Jay Prince.
You know what I'm saying? Because Jordan, like, mind you, Jordan don't like performing. You know what I'm saying? So like if you went to the first After Dark, he was cool, he was timid, but now he like, my nigga on stage.
Wait.
And that's my nigga because he's so talented, and I feel like everybody needs somebody behind him that's like, no, you gotta go get it.
Every video I see him in, I see him smiling. I see him happy.
That's my nigga.
Like
That
he's
nigga's
in his
hilarious.
element.
My nigga do a podcast. That nigga,
He's talented as fuck.
talented as fuck. That's that nigga, man.
Didn't I name him as one of my top 5 in the city?
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Yeah, you did, man.
Okay.
You did, you know what I'm saying?
So, Ine.
Aaron, that's my sister. Dead ass my sister. Her brother Lex, who I do the clothing line with. So that's how I met Aaron.
All right, so the next person I have for you is Malcolm Lynch.
Malcolm Lynch? I don't know Malcolm like that. I know of Malcolm like that. But shout out to Paris, who had Malcolm come and play that violin 2 days ago or Sunday at After Dark and went ballistic, went crazy. But yeah, I don't know Malcolm. I just met Malcolm. So he down though. He fam now. But I just met Malcolm. Doesn't he sing too? He was here at a jam session before.
He does something else. I can't remember.
The violin.
He's talented.
He played the violin. Shout out to you, Malcolm.
I don't think that's the only instrument.
He a big homie now.
All right, so Blake Warrior.
My nigga. Shoot, matter of fact.
I
You know what I'm
knew it
saying?
was
Y'all
coming.
make sure y'all,
Look, I had
you
to
know what I'm
give you a
saying? These
chance.
is coming soon. You heard? That good merch, that good merchandise, CDs, T-shirts, all that. That, you know,
Look at me, look at me.
I mean, go stream Table for Two. But Blake is, he's the cousin of some people that are very close to me, so that's how I met Blake. But me and Blake just got cool just on some, another, like with Jordan, it's like, he's somebody that I'm like, yo, you got a lot of talent. All you need is just somebody loud enough to just tell people that.
Boost that.
Yeah, but Blake is the funniest, smartest nigga in the world. He's so intelligent, but that nigga's hilarious on accident. But nah, he the homie. That's my nigga.
Blake is Blake.
Blake's
and
Blake.
You gotta love him.
Yeah, for sure.
So I hear this.
People think I be playing favoritism. I feel like that whole list is who people think I'd be like having ties to and stuff like that. And my niggas though.
There was a reason behind the list. I just wanted to see what you say.
For sure, my niggas.
But I hear this a lot. Nah, since I got you here, I would want your take on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you feel like the music scene in Wichita is a popularity contest?
No, and so I just saw somebody say that Wichita supports popularity and not talent. And we got to stop saying that because if you talented, you're gonna be popular. You get popular from being talented. Get popular. Like, why are you mad that you're not popular?
It can work both ways.
Yeah, but people say that people don't support popularity. You get popular by being consistent. People support consistency is what they support.
True.
Is what it is.
True.
Why does Smooth get the love that he gets? Because people saw Smooth in 2010 and they see him in 2020. Who else gets played favoritism around that people think? Why does Fluid get the love that he gets? Because Fluid been DJing since we was 14 and now he's doing Boosie shows and going on tour, you know what I'm saying? Or yeah, anybody who thinks that they get that favoritism label, it's just because they put in the work to be popular. If you mad about something, get popular.
Do you feel like you have any favoritism?
Favoritism?
Towards people? Because I get that a lot. Like, people tell me that.
I mean, I have friends and family, of course.
See, I'm the same way, but people tell me all the time, they're like, oh, well, you only support these people.
And then you want to talk about probably like I've been me my whole life. So like I've been cool with everybody my whole life.
But then you can't help too, like, who you build relationships with.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
like-minded people. We just
like people say in a heartbeat, they'll be like, oh, Rello only supports Wabi and Smooth. Now, that's not true, but the thing is, like, yo, I'm a fan of Smooth's music, but I've built a relationship with Smooth.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I know, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I know him as a man. Like, a lot of these cats out here, I don't know them like that.
I don't know you, that's it.
Man, but they be
But find your microphone, man. Find you. Marketing will get you so far. That's what I want to teach. You asked me, like, what do I think, like, I'd bring, is marketing. There was no marketing. Like, marketing was dead here.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to say me because, like I said, us, really Mars Mansion. Like that, we take that time in that marketing shit. Will Polite, crazy. He's the one. With
the Blake situation, was it Mars Mansion or was it Flem?
I am Mars, like we are Mars Mansion. So,
I get that, but it's 3 people in Mars Mansion.
Facts.
I had the idea of you and Blake sat down and
we did.
This.
So I had the conversation with Blake. I come up with the concept. I then take the concept to the homies. We as a collective think of how can we retell this story. Okay. I come with my ideas. Those ideas then turn into, because I don't know graphic work or nothing like that. I can think it, we think it too, and then Will can create it, come up with something crazy like that. So the whole rollout, of course, I had the conversation. I had the, the genuine idea, but yeah, us, it doesn't happen without us.
I learned something new.
Yeah.
I learned something new.
So, I mean, but look, like Diddy. Diddy doesn't play instruments. No. Diddy doesn't do the computer work. Diddy can hear it, think it, give it to somebody else, take this, let's make it work, and it's cool.
And just be on their head about making that vision come true.
That's a fact. So, yeah, it was, as far as the concept goes, some of the song titles and just having that one-on-one conversation to get the album to what it is, yeah, that was just me and Blake. But as a whole, us as Mars Mansion got together and did that.
Got you. All right, so
teamwork makes the dream work.
Definitely.
You feel me?
Definitely. Have a solid team around you. I don't know what came. Have a solid team around you because you'll go a long way.
It's a fact.
To say that you had a health scare, I feel like would be underplaying what happened. Your life was in danger. Like you almost died.
This wave that we on right now, this who I am today is my second chance of life, and I'm just running with it.
What happened?
in 2012, I got in kind of like a car accident. It wasn't a car accident. We just got swerved on the highway. I woke up the next morning and my vision was blurry. And I'm like, maybe I got whiplash or some shit like that. But mind you, I'm 300 plus pounds at the time. So I'm like, what's up with my vision type shit like that. I'm getting dizzy and things like that. So I go to the doctor, 2012. I go to the doctor, find out I got high blood pressure. Easy work. Fast forward to 2014. And I'm still big as hell, but my skin starts itching really bad and I'm exhausted like all the time. I can't barely go up the stairs. I got this metal taste in my mouth and everything. I can't keep nothing down. I'm throwing up like every morning. And I go to the doctor. And if you know anything about, nephrology, which is kidney disease, you have a creatinine number. So if you're healthy, your creatinine is about a 1, a 2. 2 is when they're like, hey, relax.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was at a 22. Feel me?
Damn.
I'm at a 22. My skin is like real leathery. If you go back on my Facebook, look at pictures from 2012. I'm hella yellow. Like my face is round there.
Oily like.
Yeah, real oily like. So I go to the doctor and he tells me, he's like, yeah, they do some tests or whatever. This is July 30th. It's July 30th. July 29th, I'm sorry. July 29th, 2014. July 30th, he calls me and he's like, yeah, your creatinine number is this and we're gonna have to start immediate dialysis tomorrow. And mind you, I don't know what dialysis is. I don't know how to spell it. I don't know what that shit is at all.
You never heard of it?
Never heard of it. I don't know what that, I didn't even know it was my kidney. I don't know.
I've had family members go through dialysis.
Yeah, so I don't know how to spell it, none of that shit. I call my mom. I'm like, hey, mom, he says that tomorrow I gotta go do like some emergency dialysis, 3 treatments, whatever. She starts spelling. She's like, no, that's not right. And wait, I'm gonna call him. And I'm just like, whatever, okay.
You're not thinking none of that.
I don't know what this, 3 treatments to me sounds like 3 things or 3 days maybe. I don't know. I just don't want to itch no more. I don't want to have this metal taste in my mouth. I don't want to be exhausted. Hang up the phone. She calls me back and she's crying. Like I remember like it was yesterday. She's crying and she's like, it's gonna be okay. And I'll be there tomorrow. And I'm just like,
it's still not processed.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I remember this like vividly. I can see myself in the mirror like back in my room in Dallas when I was like scared as fuck. So she calls me back and she's crying and hold on, she was crying, I'll be there tomorrow. I'm like, cool, whatever, you know, like cool. As soon as I hung up the phone with her, I'm like, okay. I get a text message from my cousin Malia and it says, I love you and I'm praying for you. And I was just like, huh?
Not that.
Huh? Yeah. You know, and then it just like was like like family members, and I'm just like, hold on, like I get scared like a motherfucker, and I call my cousin Arian, and I'm crying, and I'm like, I don't know what this shit is. I'm about to die. Like what's she's because me and Arian, she'll answer the phone. Just on some regular shit like what, and I'm just like, yo,
you
like,
a lot crying.
Yeah, and she's like, wait, what's going on? She starts hyperventilating and shit, and she's crying. I'm like, hold on, wait, hey,
chill. My
moment, let me reel it back. So I immediately go into like, fuck that, this is survival mode. I got this, whatever. And I don't know what it is. So I'm just like pacing back and forth, just kind of like, whatever this shit. I'm not Googling shit or nothing like that. I'm just like, okay.
That's the worst thing you could do.
But it's whatever. But I'm just, the text messages was just like fucking me up because I really didn't know. And my mom, like, your mom called you crying and be there tomorrow, it's gonna be okay. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the story. So then I go, I tell the homies like it's nothing, because it's nothing. I don't know what it is. Mind you, I had to be in St. Louis that following week, August.
You thought it was nothing.
I'm like, shit, as long as I'm at the hospital by Thursday, we Gucci. You feel me? So I go to the hospital. I go to the hospital. You get on my Instagram right now. The video is still up of me in
2014.
2014. And I got a hat on. And I kept my hat on. It was a Detroit hat. This is a different one because my hair got smaller because I lost weight. But it was that Detroit hat, and I was like, this hat is my sanity. Like, this is my letting people know like I'm all right. As long as I keep this hat on, I look fly in here and I'm cool. And this video is still on my Instagram right now, and it's me like, y'all appreciate the prayers. And I just go in there like ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
ready to fight.
Just like whatever this is, let's get it. And I go through the little surgery, and I remember I woke up at a surgery, and I grabbed my phone, and I put the phone on the front camera, and I look up like this, kind of, and it was just tubes everywhere. Like my blood is running. Had the hat on though. Shout out to them, put my hat on. And I just had fucking tubes, and this is dialysis, and I put the phone down, and I was just like, I'm laying back, so I'm crying like this. And I was just like, whoa.
Didn't expect to see
it's just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Roll me back up to the room. My mom is up there, and then I go through dialysis for the first time, and I cramp up real bad. Like my stomach and my back starts cramping up, and the nurses is around me, and it's just some scary shit. I'm just like, what's going on? And I get back, and my mom was talking to me, and she, I told her, like, do I still get to go to St. Louis? That's all I care about. Like, do I still get to go to St. Louis? And she's just like, she crying like no. And the one thing that made me like break down, I'm not gonna hold you, was when I said, I'm gonna have to move back home, huh? And like when I said that, she was like, probably for a little while. And I'm just like, fuck, cause I'm in Dallas.
Don't need the support.
Colon line is doing numbers, we going crazy. So the fast forward, the doc comes in there and he's like, yeah, we're gonna have to put you on dialysis. Mind you, I've had my crying moments. I've been in there a week now. The family that came, shout out to Will and Lex. Miss St. Louis, fuck that. They brought the PS3 to the hospital, to the room. So we in there playing 2K. We in there, my mom cooking and shit. And
niggas.
look at my Instagram, bro. 20 niggas in there, man. But my spirits was up that day. But I just remember he told me, and he was like, yeah, you're gonna have to do dialysis 3 times a week. And he was like, you're gonna do dialysis. I'm like, okay, whatever, I guess. All right, as long as I get to go home. He was like, 3 times a week. I'm like, that's a little drastic, but okay. How long? He's like, 4 hours, 3 times a week. All right, so I got to do this like what, couple months, like knock this out every while again. That nigga told me for life. And when he said for life, I just like, I couldn't believe it. You feel like you dying. Like I was like, yo, I'm
so
about,
young.
So I'm just like, man. So he said for life, and I was just like, or maybe at mid-30s, and it just like, it didn't like, it kind of killed me, but it was just like man, what the hell,
Shock.
Yeah, and I remember the first day I went to dialysis on my own. I didn't have a blanket, didn't know you're supposed to bring one.
Cold as hell.
Cold as shit in there, bro. And I'm walking up, she's like, who you here to pick up? I said, no, I'm a patient, ma'am. And she kind of looked at me like,
Bullshit.
And yeah, that was it. And from then on, I started like going, bless my family, man, in Dallas for letting me stay there like that first couple months, cause I just like got on my, like when it was time for me to come back home, I called Coach Cheese and I was like, yo, I'm grinding. Like, let's get in the gym. I gotta get slim. I gotta like go get it, cause I'm about to die. You know what I'm saying?
My next question I was gonna ask you.
You know what I mean?
When did the weight start?
That was then, cause they put me on that crazy diet, and I'm just like, yo, and I turned it onto my head. I said, if I eat cheese, I'ma die. That was on the diet plan. If I eat peanut butter, I'ma die. So don't eat that shit. You know what I mean? So I just wasn't eating none of that shit, cause I was seeing people in dialysis cramping up, eating that shit, and I'm just like, bro, it's so many people that I met in dialysis. There's a dude named Jack, and I'm sorry if I'm rambling and shit like that, but it's this dude named Jack. He ain't had no legs, and my mom used to work with him. He came up to me, he was like, I'm gonna give up tomorrow. And I'm just like, huh? He's like, I met your mom, and you got so much life ahead of you, but I'm gonna give up tomorrow. And I never saw him again, because he said, I'm quitting dialysis tomorrow. And it's like, that shit was crazy, bro. I seen people die in there, like that's.
At a young age, too. Because you was what, 22? 23.
Yeah.
So during all this, when did you get the phone call that possibly changed your life?
Monday, August 7th. It was a Monday, and I got that call before.
Was it 2014 or how
17.
long? 2017.
3 years, 7 days.
So how long did you go on dialysis?
3 years, 7 days. Yup. And I got that call, and I got that call before, because sometimes they'll give you kidneys that might not be a match. I remember I was in dialysis, tired as shit, because it's a Monday, regular ass Monday. I know I got to dialysis at 7, I'm asleep. Get the call, we might have a kidney for you, you're 3rd on the list. Cool, I got in this call before. Meaning somebody's close, somebody might say no, and if that happens, it's you. Cool, thanks. And I've turned down a kidney before because it wasn't a healthy one. And I was like, cool, thanks, go back to sleep. Because I've been here before, go back to sleep. They call me back.
Hopes up.
Yeah, they call me back. And I don't answer because I'm asleep. They called the dialysis center. She comes and wakes me up. She's like, yo, and she was like, hey, can you come to Kansas City? Like, we want to do a cross-examination. I'm like, cool. Called my mom when I got out, like, yo, it's go time. It's time. But don't get excited. It says cross-examination. I remember I went home, I saw Will, I saw Lex, I didn't say shit to him. I just went in there, packed the bag, and was like, because I used to go upstairs, go to sleep, and then I leave. You know what I'm saying? And I would, I remember on the way there, because I didn't want it. I didn't want the kidney. Because remember I told you, around this time I was doing Gucci versus Migos. I mean, Migos versus Future and shit like that. So I was trying.
So you were doing these events.
I was trying to
dialysis?
be. Yeah, I was trying to be who I am now back then. So yeah, I used to go to bounce. I started learning that Monday is always gonna be the hard day because the weekend is when I'm gonna have all that fluid on me, right? Wednesday gonna be kind of easy, and then if I don't eat too much and if I don't drink too much on Thursday, I can kind of swing it on Friday. If I go home, take a nap, I'll be good by 7. I was in my access is in my leg where they would plug me up at. So I would be in bounce on Friday nights with Band-Aids on, trying not to bleed out. You know, I bled out before. So I was grinding for this. Like this ain't no, that's why I be telling people like that favoritism thing or like, you know, I work for this shit. Like this, like I was trying to get it back then. So that's why when I got the call, I remember I prayed in the car and was like, God, you know, I talked to God like he one of the homies. I'm like, God.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, it's like, God, if this is it, and this is, you want me to take this seat for a minute, I'm with it. But if it ain't it, I will not be mad at you. Cause I'm trying to do stuff. I'm trying to get in the works. But that was my time to lose weight, get ready, learn how to host. And so that when I can come out now, I can be who I'm trying to be now. I still got hella work to do. But you know, it's like, it's
in
working.
That process, you said you was at 300 something pounds.
Right.
You went from 300 to what?
My lowest was 160. I'm like a cool 190 now, comfortable. And niggas got girlfriends, you got to eat and shit. Like,
you get comfortable.
You know what I mean?
When you had kids, you gonna gain some more weight.
No, I'm gonna try not to. But you never know. Niggas get baby weight. But
I've gained weight since you've seen me.
Right.
Since you've known
living
me.
good. You getting money,
exactly.
Real? You getting money out here?
A little something.
Real get money out here, man.
So now I'm trying to keep up with you.
Nah, don't do that. You be going backwards.
We sound like some old heads for
You be going
real.
backwards.
Oh, I can't call it. Can't call it. Just trying to be like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I've been big my whole life though. Growing up as a kid, you know, I've been big my whole life. So I just had to make that change.
I've seen the pictures.
Yeah, I just had to make that change. Get out of here. That's the Johnny Bravo picture. He tried to play me, say I was shaped like Johnny Bravo. But yeah.
Do the monkey with me.
But yeah, I just started getting healthy and became a nut at it.
You go to Kansas City.
Yeah.
They do the test on you.
Yeah.
Find out it's a go.
But that day, so I get there and I'm still thinking it's a cross-examination. Soon as I get there, she's like, Jaden? I'm like, yeah. She's like, congratulations. And just rolls me back. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, What do you mean congratulations? And they get me back there and my mom immediately goes live on Facebook. She's like, okay, guys, it's happening. Say hi, Jaden. And I'm just like, everything is racing through my mind because I'm like, kind of scared, kind of mad, kind of whatever. If you go back, you can look at pictures of me from that day and I'm just looking, I got this stern look on my face, like, what we got to do. Because I'm not scary, I'm not. And I remember that day when they,
it's a battle that you got coming up.
That's what it was, man. That's how I faced it. I was just like, let's get it. Like I put on that robe and I remember, you know in movies, when like they take people to the hospital and you can see light after light after light like that, they roll it. I remember that I just laid back and it was just light, light, light. And I was just like, let's get it. You know what I mean? I wasn't scared at all. Because I said that prayer beforehand. Like, you know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it ain't, it ain't. I'm cool either way. And the Lord said it was time. And I'm like, that, let's get it. That shit hurt like hell afterwards. But
I can only imagine, bro.
I thugged that shit out. I was ready.
And I didn't know what you went through.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I can give you some stories. Like it was only 3 years, 7 days, and I'm grateful, you know, just because there's people
it's not only like.
But like I said, man, I believe the Lord gives His strongest battles. What is it? His word. Well, you know the saying, the battles to His strongest warriors or whatever. I believe that though, because I told you I've been me my whole life. I've been optimistic and can see things in a different light to know that shit get rough, but it don't last always. So for me to give my testimony now or back then, I was like, this is what I gotta go through. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, I have my days. You got the stressful days, your depressed days. I went through
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Mean.
In that time of recovery and, you know, after the surgery, how dark did it get?
It got super dark because you just feel like I had a moment where I didn't feel special no more. I felt like you kind of start thinking like, damn, was people only fucking with me because I was sick? Like, was they only fucking with, and then it was people in my life around that time who I felt like was leaving me or, you know, just wasn't around no more. And then you're like, man, I had all these events planned. I'm trying to do it. I got to stay in the house. I'm wearing a mask. Like, what am I about to do now? You know, it's like, I don't have nothing going on. It was a fear of time because Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I was in there all day, sleep or something. Now it's like, I got a whole week. How am I going to grind? How am I going to build some shit? I got no excuse now. I got to like go get it. And it was a scary moment. And then it was a moment of just thinking I couldn't do shit no more. Like I didn't feel special. And yeah, I didn't know. It was just an unknown thing. Like, and then, you know, that's why I was just in the house. Yeah. Watching shit and just trying to keep my mind sharp. Plotting. I was plotting, but at a time, but it got to a point where I wasn't though. It got to a point where I was like, I don't know what the fuck going on. You know, it was like, I don't, you know, I can't like, I ain't myself no more. I ain't got it. I ain't that optimistic no more. Like, you know, I lost myself for a minute. And, you know, it came back. And like, it started my birthday, 2000, the year anniversary. 18. I had a birthday at Heroes, me and Fluid, because his birthday 3 years apart. That birthday was bomb. Like it was bomb. People was there and I was like, this is dope. And then April 4th, my mom threw me a surprise party for my 1-year Kenny anniversary, and Dominique was there. And that's when like we, you know, linked back up. Yeah, and I was like, it's, you know, that was, yeah, like, you know, that's, and since then it's been like on a high. It was like, okay, I'm back. Shout out, and Arian, she like, you know, she put it in my back.
Make sure you was going.
Yeah.
And then there's the time you and your girl building your relationship. So, you know, you got reason to keep pushing.
Hell yeah.
Had to make sure you stay a little slim in that situation. Couldn't go back to your old ways.
Nah, I'm trying to do that now. I'm trying to keep it intact now.
Trying to keep it right.
Yep.
We have a beautiful city.
Yeah.
An amazing city.
It's a lot of talent here, and it's a lot of talent. I wouldn't say a lot of opportunity. It's just we got to create the opportunity.
Yeah.
You got to try some shit. Don't be afraid to try some shit, and shit ain't gonna pop. But that don't mean to like hate or something like that.
But see,
I don't even want to get no advice like sound like I got the answers or some shit like that.
Hate's gonna come, especially when you work hard to put yourself in a situation, because some people ain't gonna understand it and some people just gonna be envious and hate on it. Yeah. That's the way it's gonna be. And that's not just Wichita, that's wherever you gonna go. Yeah. But we've lost a lot of people just in the last couple months in the city. And it seems like there's like a cloud over Wichita that just doesn't want to go away. Right. Does everything that's been going on, does that make you move differently? No, because like you're in front of a lot of people, and you're active at a lot of events. Yeah. And I'm sure you've seen shit go great, and I know you've seen shit go real bad. Does that like kind of affect how, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, well at this time I'm gonna go ahead and slide out this door?
I associate myself with things that I feel don't bring negative energy, negative type of energy or targeted energy or something. Not to say that people who've, you know, like lost their lives or something like that have put themselves in situations or something like that. No, I'm not saying that at all. But it makes me grateful, and I don't know, it doesn't make me move any different. I keep the same respect, and I pay respects to those. Like, certain people like Robert Jr., that hit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Because he was one of the people who would come to Powerball, and we throw shit like that so people like him can get fresh, because he's going to appreciate it.
Nipsey Hussle dedication pick.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, yeah. But no, I don't, it doesn't make me move different or, you know, something like that. I mean, it's, respects to all the fallen and all of that. It doesn't make me move any different, nothing like that. Okay. No.
Let's get into your shit. So, you said before that these rap niggas don't want you to rap. Because if you do, it's over.
It's over. It's a wrap.
It's over for niggas.
It's a wrap.
You really feel that way?
Yes.
And why?
Just because I know that I'm gonna take the time to.
The marketing
gonna be crazy. You feel me? The rap might not even be that far. I could do a 6 rap. But if I give you a 15 marketing, that boosts my rap to a 10.
Jordan.
And we write it there.
Go ahead and write this just real quick.
What you mean? I'll be Kanye West.
You'll definitely have to go first.
But it would be they gonna get their credit. Kanye is smart enough to know, like, he got this, I can just perform it. Kanye can perform it. Some people can do it. Some people can, put it out there. Some people ain't afraid to be in front or something like that. So yeah, if I was a rapper, what you mean? You know who my writing team would be? Crazy.
Who would be your writing team? I was gonna say I wouldn't want to know who would be on that. Who would be on that board?
Crazy people. Blake Warrior, Jordan Lattimore, Skinny Chip Daddy, Big Sam, Miss V. We have female in it. Nah, I go crazy. Stop.
And you just know how to deliver.
And I'm working with, you saw what we did with Table with Two. Wait, we got work to do, Rello. You're going to see some more marketing campaigns that's about to go crazy.
All the good that you've seen in your Table for Two rollout, did you see any?
It's not mine. You keep saying that. That
was your rollout.
That's ours. We did that. That's a fact.
Did you see any flaws?
My flaw, I don't have any, no, I didn't see no flaws. There's still things that I want to do that I wish I could have did in timing, but nope, I think it came out perfect. I think it was mom. I think it was and again, I said it before, I'm very grateful to Blake for allowing me to do what I did to that project and then allowing us to do that whole creative control. I'm really grateful because, some artists don't think they got it. Some artists think they got it and want to do things a certain way. I just really appreciate him being open to allowing us to pick his brain to do that.
So,
because like I said, I'm a fan first, bro.
Right.
I like being, helping people with marketing and stuff like that. So me being a rapper, I know what you're trying to do. Let me help you do what you're trying to do.
So Sam's up next?
Sam is up next. That's a fact.
How's that process been?
That's fire because me and Sam, we have conversations about just being men rather than music. Music comes. We talk about each other's upbringing and things like that, and then that's how you get to the music to tell the story. Same way with Blake. They let me listen to the music. Blake had a whole nother title for that album and all of that. It wasn't called that. It didn't look like that. It wasn't in that order. None of that. Same thing with Sam. He came to me like, I want to call it this. Now it's called something else. And we coming with a whole shebangy bangy bang.
So are you gonna be doing that from here on out?
No, and like I said, I'm not gonna tell you, rappers hit me up because I don't have time. I do a lot of things. But because it's about, like I said, with Blake, that wasn't a Blake hit me up thing. That was I like your music, I have an idea, would you be open to hearing it? Same thing with Sam.
If you ask Troy would say that his session here started that.
Started what?
Sparked that conversation.
No, it happened here. That's a fact. Me and Blake had our first conversation at a Troy's jam session here. Facts. Yeah, that's a fact. Because that's the first time we was in the same room, and it's just like, yo, let's talk about what we gonna do. We had already been talking, but it was like, yo, we here. Let's get it.
So, how many projects have you done this for?
What, music-wise?
Yeah,
one.
As far as like rollout. So
one.
The Blake was the first one.
Blake is the first one.
Now Sam is gonna be the second one.
Sam, we working with some other artists too.
So,
Sam is crazy, by the way. Jesus Christ.
Definitely, I heard a bit of the process.
And what's crazy is about Sam is we working on, a lot of people think Sam is preachy or like too clean. But that's fine, and I was like, if that's who you are, then that's what we're gonna give them, and it's gonna be the best, and we're gonna be authentic. Yeah. That was another thing with Blake too. My whole thing is being authentic and being yourself. Blake had a song that was supposed to be on Table too, and he has a line where he was like, "My wrist froze, my bitch froze," and I hit pause. And I said, "No, it's not. Take that out," and that didn't make the cut. So
you gonna be honest with it?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I? It got to be good, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So being that you've seen both sides
of what?
You've seen the process of creating the project and you've been a part of presenting the project.
Yeah.
Who is the most important in the situation? Is it the person that creates the project or is it the person that presents it?
Definitely the person that creates it, because without the product, the marketing team has nothing to go off of. Like, people who present it have nothing to go off of. You got to have that talent base, that feeling. Like I said, people can if we just talking music, because this applies to everything, but if we just talking music, you could rap your ass off, tell your story, but then there's other people who know how to broadcast your story, show it, that you didn't even know how to, like, you could say a rap like, my girl had an abortion, that's just a rap. But you need somebody who's gonna like put the music behind it to show what kind of video to make people feel it.
So it kind of sounds like you're on the opposite of what you said.
What do you mean?
Because you're saying that yes, somebody can make a song.
Yeah.
They can make the song.
Oh, you saying like,
that comes
but
up with the concept.
I feel you.
Because you said yourself, Table for Two had a completely different name.
Yeah.
It had another song on it that
Fire.
you didn't really agree with it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even in that same listing, what the track list was.
Yeah. But you asked me who I think is more important. So like I said, the content itself has to be number one because you got to have something to work off of.
Is content important for you on when you decide to work with an artist?
Absolutely. If I don't like you, I can't help you because I told you everything has to be genuine, and I'll tell you if I don't like it, or I'll also tell you if I feel like I can't help you. One of the artists that I love right now is Dizzy. Not that I can't help him, I can't help him as good as Blake Edwards can. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you gotta go to Blake. Blake gonna go crazy with you.
Blake definitely go crazy.
Blake goes crazy. Make believe.
Don't take yourself from that.
Yeah.
You could have done it. So.
No. I think that
they mesh well together.
Yeah, but I'm saying you said like I could do something. I think my something is realizing that you go good with Blake. That's my gem to you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So over the years, like you said, we were talking Bounce, Rock Island, Heroes, you know what I'm saying? The works. It seems like Flem can go to any venue he really wants to.
Yeah.
And it seems like over the years you've built great relationships with, not necessarily great, but you've built relationships with these people that are behind the scenes that run these venues.
Not really though. Like honestly, me and the team, we just some like, I don't want to say some Bogart ass niggas, but we really on some like why not? We some why not type of crew. It ain't no I had to meet some people behind the scenes to go do something. It was straight up like I went in and asked and was like, I got this idea. Are y'all down to let us do it? And that's with everything because I wanted them like, I mean, the worst they could tell me is no. It ain't no hookups. Ain't nobody like gave us some favor or nothing like that.
I don't look at it from that standpoint.
But
I don't feel like Flem has been given a favor or anything.
Like my team is who I go. Like my team is who I go to for. We put ourselves on. Will, Lex, Aaron, Josh, DJ, Raymond, Scott, Jordan Lattimore, all of those. Like we are our squad. We are the ones who's like, is this dope? Is this dope? We the ones. Like we put it on. Like we go.
It's a group work. It's not
like you said, think about it, like the things that I'm a part of, even if we talking Flemmy and Pepper, it's just an idea that I just try some shit. I'm just, like I said, I'm just not scary. And there's people.
Who works with you on that?
What?
The Flemmy and Pepper.
Me.
Is just you in the kitchen?
Me in the kitchen with some chicken.
Who came up with the recipe?
Me.
Nigga, you
I cook.
Nigga, you
Now, shout out to.
I use 300 pounds. You definitely.
Fact. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Baby Boo for keeping everything in order as far as like, my list and keep them, clean, organized or something like that. But it's all, I'm grateful.
But back to my
for
question.
that. Everything through donation.
About these venues.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing business with these venues.
Yeah.
So how do you feel the relationship is in 2020 between these venues and the black community? Because you can go to somebody and say, hey, I have a vision, I have an idea.
Yeah.
But people trust your vision. People trust your idea. You've earned that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You've earned that much. But for like, you know what I'm saying, the average Joe or somebody that, is just getting started, it might be a little bit tougher.
Of course. What I would do to that is like, start from the bottom. Go small. Figure it out. Like, keep going. Like I said, Future vs. Migos was fire. Gucci vs. Jeezy was trash. You know what I'm saying? Like,
gotta take a hill.
But I'm blessed enough that my friends are Will Polite, Aaron Garcia, Josh Manning, Chris Boyd. I'm blessed that these are my friends. But these ain't I didn't meet these people like they doing some fly shit. Let me give it to them. These are just my friends. Like these are people I grew up with. These are like, my Will is my brother. Lex is my brother. Aaron is my sister. Like these are my people who was there when I was, on dialysis or before that. Like I've known Lex. He's been my, my best friend for the past 10 plus years. So my thing is to people who's like, well, you can go to a venue and you can, it ain't that. It's just I got a team behind me who we go to the venue. Like, it ain't like, yo, I'm Flem, I got an idea. It's like, yo, I'm Flem and I'm presenting you the idea of us and what's up.
See, me personally, I didn't know if it's Flem that is in that meeting presenting that idea, or if it's the team. Cause I know you have a team.
Yeah, no, okay. Well, if we talking that, then it's me. Yeah, it's for that. Yeah, for that particular thing. But it's not. And like I said, when we talk things like venues, it's not. I don't want to go to every venue and be like I put on every show or something. If we talking venue wise, it's really just After Dark, which is something that I wanted to create, and that was fire, and like that. So. Yeah, I mean, I think we could. I think I do have access to some venues if I wanted to, right. But I don't really go up to them and ask them for nothing, like something like that.
Where Shades ain't gonna let you go.
Well,
they don't wanna let you go.
No, they don't want to let me go. They don't want to let us go. Nothing like that. I love Vorshades. I like Vorshades. The people who run it. Beautiful people, beautiful venue, and they open-minded to our ideas. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Vorshades that I love is it's intimate, it's exclusive, and
that's what you want.
That's what I want. So a lot of people like, you should take to a bigger venue. Bigger venues don't create that same feeling.
Yeah.
And it's space in there. We might be in there wall to wall, but you're gonna tell your kids about how we was in there wall to wall going crazy.
Yeah, those stories. You're
gonna tell your kid about how everybody had their cell phone lights on and Malcolm and Drew was going crazy with them and Josh came with that. You're gonna go crazy when Jordan Lattimore said, I had it in the 5th grade. You're gonna remember them moments. You're gonna remember Enjoy turning Lauryn Hill into a gospel song. You're gonna remember when Aaron went crazy on So Gone, Blake performed LNS and the crowd went stupid.
I think that
when Smooth did My Wife, and people didn't think that Smooth could do a venue like that because they said he was a hood rapper or something like that. And people didn't know he could switch it up like that.
Definitely.
When people thought that, and people think that Fluid is just a street rapper and like he not in there turning that bitch out with every sound imaginable. You know what I'm saying? What we doing is we creating something that's for the city that stigma that like black people don't know how to act or we scared to book black events, like fuck that. We got it and we know what we doing. You know what
I think the LNS Blake Warrior moment, I think that has been my favorite moment that I've seen.
Yeah.
Because I've known Blake going on 3 years now. And to see him, getting the recognition that he deserves for being a talented artist, but then also to see him in that moment and he's dominating that moment. That's what was so dope. Because, like, if you know Blake, if you go to an event, you're not going to see him. No. He's not that type of guy.
Actually, you'll see him, but he's going to be in the back, tall as fuck, on the wall, chilling. What's crazy is we did Blake Edwards, again, shout out to Blake Edwards, in the Harvest of Arts, and thank y'all for letting me host that. We had an event, and I played LNS, and there was a lady who owns the Harvest of Art, white lady, and she was like, is this that Blake Warrior album? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, it's so good. And I'm like, yeah, he in here. She was like, no way. I'm like, you see that big tall nigga over there on the wall? She was like, that's him? I'm like, yeah, over there cool as a fan.
You can't tell from the phone like nigga long.
Well, she ain't, you just hear the music. I don't think she's seen, all of that.
But 6 events, all successful.
We 6-0, 6 rings, man.
Proposals.
That I love that too, because me and Lex had a conversation today about. He said, there's big moments like Powerball, and those are like movies. Powerball is a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's you remember it, the lines, all of that. He said After Dark is like Martin, it's episodes. He said you got episodes that you remember. He was like, you remember the 70s, 80s one. You remember the last one somebody got proposed to. Like I said, you remember Jordan doing that. We creating moments, and it's going.
Doing the Harlem Shake on stage.
Great, shout out to Darius. Shout out to Darius.
What do you think it is that makes After Dark so special?
It's genuine. Is what it is. It's a vibe. People always say it's a vibe, and that's just what it is. It's beautiful people coming together to do the shit that we like, that we want to do, that you think you got to go out of town for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We got it right here.
Like I said, it's that vibe that we created, and it's really like special. You know what I'm saying? It's really something that it's proof that, for me, it's my like for lack of a better word, I can't even think of the word right now, but it's like just saying like, your ideas aren't crazy. Your ideas aren't too big. They can work. Like, some people's like, Wichita, they don't know how to act. They're not going to do no all R&B party. And I'm like, Like they ain't never seen an R&B party at the right venue, with the right sounds, with the right. It's got to be right. You can't do an R&B party at Heroes.
No.
It's not what you want.
Definitely not.
You got to make it new. You got to make it fresh. You got to have people. You know, they say it ain't about who do it first. It's about who do it right.
Definitely. We
take the time to know what it looks like. We know who Aaron is. Mm-hmm. You know who I am. You know who DJ is. Josh. You know Blake. We putting and I love it that we get to give people they like too. Like Jordan has taken his After Dark opportunity and ran with it. Blake ran with it. We had Enjoy. Like that's that's crazy. We had a cello. That's crazy.
I love Enjoy.
That's crazy. She was there last time too. I'm like, what you doing here? You need to be on stage.
Next time.
Yeah. But no, definitely, and we continue to go up. It's just more lovely things coming with that.
So how are you making sure that you don't run out? Like you're keeping it fresh?
It's because one thing about, we just talking about After Dark, or we talking about?
After Dark.
We talking about After Dark. After Dark, it doesn't always have to have a theme. That's one thing, because After Dark itself is a vibe, is a party. Yeah. It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? We won't run out because it's just a genuine feeling. I feel like we here for the long haul, and we don't, like I said, that you got to keep it going. That's not a, you out of here? Yeah. Sneaking out.
On the last question.
Yeah, it's just it's just a genuine, beautiful time. And I feel like that don't go out of style. That don't go out of style. And like I said, it's people who are genuinely talented and genuinely behind it that, want it to go. And it's gonna go. As long as people want it, we gonna do it. And if it's 20 people that want it and we still want to do it, we gonna do it.
My last question for you.
My man.
What's been the best advice that you've been given in life?
First answer that comes to my mind is my grandpa, my papa Flemmy. He would tell me all the time that the key to life is understanding. Since I was a kid, if I call him right now, he'd be like, what's the key to life? And it's understanding. And as I've gotten older, I realized that means question everything. That means fully understand everything. Take the time to pay attention to detail, because when you work hard and you put it in and you understand something, you're gonna go. Like it's gonna go and they're gonna feel it. Like, you're gonna get your reaction that you want. But you gotta understand it. You gotta know whether that's, and I ain't got the answers to everything, because this shit I don't understand. But if you win in a relationship, you need to understand your partner. Like,
I'll figure it out.
You know what I mean? Like, y'all can have, like, I'm one of them, like I told you, I like to argue. I'm one of those people that, like, let's say I lose an argument, right? I'm gonna start arguing so that you can understand why I thought I was right. If that makes sense.
I get that.
You see what I'm saying?
I get that.
It's like, I get I was wrong, but can't you see how I thought it was that? And they're gonna be like, I get that. Then I'll be like,
at least feel it.
That's all I ask.
I ain't mad at you.
That's me.
Well,
yeah.
I feel like people are gonna be like, damn, this was a long sit down.
It was long, man. Yeah, you got some. You got some stuff.
I feel like I did, and I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for the platform, man. Letting me, shoot. Tell my story, I guess.
Congratulations
a little bit
on all the success.
Thank you.
If it's not After Dark, if it's not Friday nights with Fluid, if it's not the lemon pepper wings, it's just like, I love to see you winning.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime I see you post something and you hype about something, you hosting another event, I'm like, run, Flip, run. Like, just keep
going, man. We definitely going. Mars Mansion, going. Flemmy Pepper, going. After Dark, going. Me and Fluid going. College Fest going. That's April 11th. Mulatto gonna be there. K Stylist gonna be there. Boosie April 4th. Fluid is on his run, going crazy. Jordan Lattimore music is coming. That's about to be, first of all, that's about to be retarded. That's about to be crazy. Y'all gonna have some episodes. I'm gonna have some episodes talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts, man.
Well, I'm excited to hear.
It's gonna be nuts. Shout out to Blake, Sam shit coming, Skinny Chip Yatta shit coming.
Yep.
Is
staying busy.
We trying, man. I'm in school, and all that, and like I'm trying like everybody else.
Just keep doing it, bro.
We trying, man. That's what we doing.
Shining, bro. Keep repping the city proud and just keep doing what you do.
Thank you, man.
So, hey, appreciate your time, man. Always good to see you. Everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you got to learn a little bit about Flem. I hope you guys at some point go out Friday night and check him out with Fluid and
Word.
Heroes.
We got Heroes every Friday night.
At some point, you know what I'm saying, y'all check out it After Dark. I'm coming to the next After Dark.
After Dark 7 is it's in the works. I mean, you know, you'll see it when we feel it and we feel like it's ready to go. That's another thing too. A lot of people think like we gotta, you know, do it every month or something like that. Like I said, if we don't feel it's right and we not ready, you're not gonna get it. We don't care because that's why y'all like it, because we take that time.
It's playing right.
Yeah, it ain't no like, but everybody gonna be in town. We could capitalize. I don't give a fuck about none of that. That ain't what we do this shit for. Like that whole, none of that, bro. We just want to make shit look dope and look fly.
Let's go ahead and end this shit.
We just want to look fly, man.
Cocky now. Let's call it.
That ain't cocky. That's
we
it.
out. RELL-ism. Flem.
Yeah, that's Rello. RELLO. Word.
Spell it.
Yeah.